consistency. Yeah, that's a master key. In my mind's I see, unlocks my legacy. You know it ain't easy, like a turbulency, but that's a currency to be truly.
Hey there, Leos. Welcome to another episode of Om Prana with me, Hailey. I hope you had a wonderful, and productive day. So, without further ado, we're going to start with a prayer and then we're just going to jump right into your energy for the month of April. Please take note that this is going to be for the Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter signs of Leo. However, if you have Leo in any other part of your chart that you think is significant, this can apply as well. Okay, so Almighty Divine Creator, we come before you this day with thanksgiving and gratitude in our hearts. I humbly ask you to assist me to channel messages of love, light, healing, abundance, and blessing in order to assist the collective of Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter signs for their highest good and ascension. I humbly ask that my spirit guides of the highest light and ancestors of the highest light be present during the reading to offer any additional messages that need to be delivered as we do the reading. I humbly also ask for the presence of the archangels, Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Uriel, Archangel Sandalphon, and Archangel Metatron as well to assist in the delivering of any messages for those who need to hear the most. Thank you. Alright, Leo, so I think I'm gonna start first with the channeled message before we get into your oracle cards, and then we're gonna pick some tarot in order to clarify those specific messages. So Archangel Michael led me to read you a Bible verse. So don't worry, this is not gonna get like super religious. This is just, the Bible is a holy book, and all holy books should be respected because they have infinite amounts of wisdom. So if you're not a Christian, don't take this to heart. Don't feel like any message is being impressed upon you. These messages are for whoever it resonates with. Okay, so the verse I was led to read is Colossians chapter 2, verse 11. And it says, fullness of life in Christ. In union with Christ, you were circumcised, not with the circumcision that is made by human beings, but with the circumcision made by Christ, which consists of being freed from the power of this sinful self. So this really made a lot of sense, because before he gave me the Bible verse, he was showing me the process of circumcision, and I'm like, yo, what is going on right now? Why am I seeing this for Leo? But it began to make a lot of sense also because currently we're going through, Pluto is in retrograde in Capricorn right now. It started yesterday and is going to happen all the way until May 7th, I think, if I'm not wrong. Yes. And Pluto is basically the planet of, the psyche. It's the planet that is associated a lot with, it's the ruler of Scorpio, so it's associated with the death and the transformation of ourselves in order to discover our true nature, our true mission, our true reason for being incarnated here on earth in the first place. So it makes so much sense with that visual of circumcision, and also the vibration of the number 8, because I was like, how is Leo even related to this? And the sign of Leo is in the month of, well, towards the end of July going into August, and August is the 8th month, and 8 is also a very spiritual number. 8 it's like the number infinity, you know. It insinuates that it has no beginning and no end, like other numbers. You know, the way other numbers are just like a line. So in the 8 is like the infinity sign. It has no beginning and no end, and that's really, really powerful because in spiritual texts and contexts, the lion is indicative of, and you know, mostly used to symbolize, God, Jehovah, like, so that makes so much sense, why all of this is coming in together to fit together. So also, I've been reading a lot of material, and I wrote down a few notes with regards to this circumcision thing, just so that, if to give you more clarity, and maybe it will resonate somewhere in your life. So this circumcision that I was being shown is not typical, like the physical actual act of circumcision, but the spiritual type of circumcision, mostly because right now with the transit of Pluto, retrograde, Capricorn, we know that retrogrades are about going within, and if it's about within, then it's spiritual, right? So what is spiritual circumcision then? It's the cutting off of a veil of darkness to reveal what, it doesn't even have to be darkness, but a veil or a mask that covers the true contents within, if that makes any sense. The way our body can be referred to as a bodysuit, quote unquote. So with it being removed, then yourself can know itself in its true nature, which is light. So basically, when you remove this eternal, like, head of creation, it reveals something which is changeless. The way I talked about number 8 being infinity sign, it has no beginning, it has no end, it doesn't change. So it remains its eternal self, where all things cease to be. So even when there seems to be an end, like for example with death, with the whole death energy going on, Pluto, Scorpio, death is not really an ending, it's just a transition into, I like to call death a beginning, like the end is the beginning, energy never dies. So basically, um, this mystery that we're speaking of is your awareness of being. So at the moment that at this exact moment, you're aware of being, but you're also aware of being somebody, which is what I was talking about, the meat suit. Like in this 3D space, you have an ego, you have 4 facets to your body. You have your physical body, your spiritual body, your emotional body, and your intellectual body. But like when this veil comes off, it then shows like who you really are, but you have to cut away your identity in the 3D, and that's such um, a powerful statement, especially at this time, because it's indicative of an awakening, an ascension. A lot of you may be going through that type of energy, or you may just be, choosing to release a part of yourself that you feel is not true to you, um, that doesn't ring true to the values that you feel like when you go to bed at night, like who you really are at the end of the day, and like, going back to the Bible, like Jesus also told his disciples, like, you must leave your father, your mother, your home, and follow me. And I don't interpret the Bible like literally, like leave your father, mother, brother, and family. For me, how Jesus, or what Jesus was trying to teach us, was that you need to be able to leave the 3D aspects behind. Leave the aspects that are not so important to your highest good and growth, in order to discover who you are. And the leaving is a proverbial kind of leaving. I would replace the word leaving with indifference, having an indifference to such things, like not making them your full identity, so to speak. Because if you identify with those things, exactly, let go is your first messages. If you identify with those things, then you are letting yourself down, in that you know you are a manifestation. You are a manifestation of God on earth right now. You are God's creation, you know. And in being God's creation, then you know you cannot say that you are the money, or you are that boss, or you are that thing, because everything ends eventually, and then cycles continue. You know what I mean? I hope I'm making sense. I'm that was a really heavy message, and I was really trying to break it down in such a way that most of you can understand it. um, yeah, yeah. So that's a really amazing energy. I'm really happy for you guys. So you have take a risk as your next oracle message. So exactly, just take a risk during this time, and show the world who you really are, you know. Take that mask off. Be comfortable in self, because I feel like this is part of what is holding back whatever you're trying to manifest in this world, be it financial, be it work. I mean, work and finance is the same thing, be it like your family goals, be it your love life. Exactly. And you have blessing on the way, blessing on the way. You guys, I don't know what this is. Okay, I think I have an idea of what this is. This is the there are a lot of souls right now on the planet Earth waking up to their true identity, you know. But what I meant to say by I don't know what this is that, you know, everybody has a particular um, situation that is, you know, unique to themselves. Wow, and at the back it says truth be told. Thank you so much, Spirit. Yeah, so, you know, the Holy Spirit is definitely in the building, and the archangels on deck. They're just like, yeah, tell them, tell them, tell them. So yeah, this is a beautiful energy. I know it's scary. You know, Pluto can be, you know, its energy is slow and steady. It's not like Mercury retrograde or Venus retrograde. There are actually so many retrogrades going on right now, guys. So many. We have, I think, three retrogrades coming up: 11th, 12th, and 13th, if I'm not wrong. Um, and they're gonna last until the end of the year. Jupiter is gonna go retrograde. Uranus is going retrograde, and we already have Venus retrograde and Pluto. Yeah, guys. So enjoy the ride. Retrogrades aren't a really scary thing as they're made out to be. Anyway, let's get into the cards and find out why you have these oracle messages. Again, you have let go, you have take a risk, and you have blessing on the way. So, divine creators, spirit guides, archangels, with love and light, please communicate, help me communicate with the utmost clarity why these specific messages are here for the sign of Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. This can also apply if you have Leo in your North Node. Um, Sometimes I watch videos on different planetary aspects, like for example Chiron. Chiron is an asteroid that is depictive of, you know, your wounding, like your inner wounding, like what your insecurities are and stuff. And when I want to gain more knowledge in a particular area of my life, then I watch that video. So for example, I have Leo in my Chiron. I know TMI, but hey, it's for the good of the universe. But yeah, so whatever you're seeking from this message, whether you're new, there's a video down below, a video link describing how to interpret videos, you know, if you're new, and to understand, you know, the language that I'm using. Alright, so this feels shuffled. Let's see for let go. Exactly, the Two of Swords in reverse. So swords are all about, they're about your philosophy, your way of thinking. They are about truth. Um, twos are about, you making a plan. You, from the desire, then stems the feeling, you know. So this is you, when it's in the upright, it's about, not being open, not wanting to see. This is what I was talking about, the mask, like closing your eyes to who you truly are. And now you're letting go. That's exactly what this is. I'm trying to overcomplicate it, but yes, it's letting go, literally. So that's amazing for your first card for let go. And the second card coming out, more clarity, Seven of Cups in reverse. Cups is, the sign in the tarot that talks about emotions, you know, um, and it's normally represented by Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. So you might have this in your chart. So you're being, led to really let go of all of these things that I was telling you. You see, if you can look at the card clearly, I hope you can see there's a lot of distractions and things in the different hands. And you can see this guy, again, has a blindfold on. So in the different hands, you can see there's a house, there's like a dragon, there are like material possessions. So this is basically spirit coming through and telling you to let go of all of these things and focus on this one thing that you love, or the one, focus on you. You are the one you seek. Yes, thank you. You are the one you seek. My guides needed to come through to help me with that. The third card. Oh my gosh, guys. This is your energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, fire energy in general, Knight of Wands in reverse. So when the Knight of Wands in reverse, this is you deciding to, um, when it's coming under let go, I think it's, deciding to stop persisting on things that are not for your greatest good. Um, Deciding to settle down and stop running away. Yes, stop running away from self and from what's meant for you. Wow, wow. Okay, let's look at take a risk. We have the Judgment card. So this is Archangel Michael coming through, your intuition coming through. Take a risk. So I feel like there is something on your mind, or there is something that your intuition or your spirit guides, or something that's been coming up recurrently in your dreams, um, your dream state, it could be daydreams or when you're asleep, that you've been wanting to take a risk on. This could be on anything. It can be on work, love. Maybe you've been wanting to quit a job. Maybe you want to pursue somebody that you've, always wanted to pursue. Maybe you want to, make a new friend. It could apply to any situation. So place it where it fits in your life. Oh, one more thing about the Judgment card. When it's in the upright, this is indicative of you knowing who you are and knowing what you deserve and what's for your highest and best good. I love it, Leo. This is great. All right, so we have the Three of Cups. This is Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. If you notice with the Judgment card, there's a third eye open over here, third eye open over here, and this is what I was talking about, kind of ascension energy, like waking up to your true purpose, waking up to your soul mission, waking up to the fact that you really are a manifestation of God, the I am presence here on earth. You're just a soul in a meat suit. This is just a covering. This is not who you really are. So you're being urged to take a risk. And when you do take a risk, it will lead to some form of celebration. I feel like this is going to make you very, very happy when you take a risk on something. And this is something in particular that you're being led to take a risk on by your spirit guides and by Archangel Michael. By the way, Archangel Michael is the archangel for the fire signs. So, yeah, that's very powerful. Excuse me. Ooh, bless me. Blessings on the way. So one more card for take a risk. We have the Nine of Cups, guys. Nine of Cups. This is wish fulfillment. Look at this guy. He is like, you know, in Africa, somebody with a big stomach is really is most of the times clarified as, you know, a happy man. Like, you know, he has all the food, he has a beautiful wife at home, he has a family, he has a big car, all those things. But I digress. This is a card of emotional fulfillment. Like, 9 is a number of completion. This is you being able to get and achieve what you have been, you know, trying to get, guys. Does this get any better? Does it? Like, really though? Look at this. So you know what your intuition is telling you to do. Take that risk and you will definitely not, you won't regret it at all. Um, at all. Unless now you don't take the risk, but you're being told to take a risk and it will end up exactly how you want it to. So for blessings on the way, we have the Sun card in reverse. Now I feel like when cards are in the reverse, sometimes there's a negative connotation to it, but with this reversal in particular, I feel like with blessings on the way, you know, the Sun is the happiest card in the deck, and this is you. This is Leo energy. This is not Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. It's just Leo energy, the Sun card in the deck. So when it is upside down for me in this particular reading, I think it's talking about something that makes you happy secretly, something that you're not putting out into the open, something that you've probably not revealed to people. There's a blessing on the way that you have been secretly wishing for, hoping for, because you know the Sun is a star as well. You know, it is the main star, like one of the biggest stars. There are bigger stars, but that's a conversation for another day. So back to this card. Your wish is your command. You know, your wish, your private wish, whatever you've been wishing for in private, whatever you've been praying for, you know, is coming. Your blessing is on the way. If you take a risk, there are steps. So remember, it's let go, take a risk, and then blessing on the way. There's no skipping the steps. It's a process, because what's coming is something that I'm getting that, you know, you've wanted your whole life. Like, you've been praying for this, and it's here. It's just here. I don't know what else to tell you. It's just here. This is really amazing, Leo. Let's get 2 more cards for blessing on the way. So we have the Lovers in reverse. So this could be very many things. I'm going to start with the most general one, which is, you know, the divine masculine and feminine within yourself. So the fact that this is in reverse means that, you know, you have probably not been able to unite the divine masculine and feminine within yourself, probably because you feel like something is missing. Now, what I normally say when you feel like something is missing is that you need to go back into yourself. What in yourself do you feel empty about? Fill that area, fill that cup, and then you'll be able to, you know, come into union with self, so that now you can unite with your purpose. You can unite with whatever you've been wanting. For many people, I mean, I'm getting so many messages. This could be, some people have been wishing for a baby, and they're gonna get a baby in August. It's not going to be born in August, they're going to conceive it around August. For other people, this is a new opportunity, a new start to life, you know, because some of you have had really rough lives up until now. I'm getting for the past 10 years or so, but it's not less than 10 years. You've been going through a struggle, and the struggle is over, but that struggle will only be over once you complete self, and there's only this tiny small part that you need to complete, which is uniting with yourself. Stop running away from yourself and just embrace. You know what I mean? Embrace the way these two are here. You know, if you need to give yourself a hug, give yourself a hug. If you need to do some inner child healing, please do some inner child healing. If you need to forgive your parents, please forgive your parents. There are lots of you know, beautiful meditations online. I will also, you know, I've been doing a lot of this type of healing as well, and it's really, really beneficial. I'm gonna, you know, link one of my favorite meditations below for you guys, so it can help you out. And the last card we have is the Queen of Wands in reverse. Now, when the Queen of Wands is in reverse, let me start with upright. So the Queen of Wands upright is a woman who is very sure of herself. She is a leader. She is not afraid to say what she means, and she means what she says. This is a person who really just takes initiative. Like, when they're passionate about something, yes, go get her. I'm just hearing that. Go get her. Go get her. What song is that? I think it's just called Go Getta. Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna look for it and link it below. I think that's your song channeling for today. Um, but basically, yes. In reverse, this means that you have probably been, you know, hiding from that aspect of yourself. Maybe you have been hiding your power from people. You have been keeping to yourself a lot because you feel like, or in the past, you have been made to feel like, you know, people are like, who do you think you are, you know? But they ask you who you think you are because you did not know who you were. So when you solve this problem that we were talking about earlier and come into knowing thyself, then when that question comes, who do you think you are? You're like, I'm the boss. Like, I am the best. I am perfection. And this is not for you to say it in terms of ego, Leo, because, you know, Leos, you guys, and egos, don't even get me started. But there is a way to healthily develop your ego. There is a way to healthily be in that energy for, you know what, I am an amazing person. I deserve the best in life. I deserve everything that I ask for. I'm even getting a message that, you know, some of you have been praying for things, and then they have shown up in your life, but then, like, you were in disbelief. You're like, um, okay, so where's the catch here, you know? Yet you guys are such powerful manifestors, you know. Um, Again, the cat with the third eye, you know, there's a lot here. A lot of you are really spiritually gifted, and you may not be aware of it. And maybe because of now this conditioning that I'm telling you to let go of from the beginning, let go of the 3D, let go of people's expectations of you, let go of what people are telling you to be, and come back to self, and everything will fall into place. I guarantee you, everything will fall into place. And I'm not even shocked, because guess what's at the back of the deck? Ace of Pentacles. A new beginning. A new beginning. um I don't know what else to say, Leo, except truth be told. Hashtag. Wow, guys, I think this is one of the most encouraging readings I've done so far for this month. It's really beautiful, and I'm so happy for you guys. Please let me know in the comments below about your blessings, you know. Um, I'm excited for you guys. I'm excited. So if you would like to book a personal reading, you know, for any area of your life, that can be love, finance, it could be family, it could be a spiritual reading where you are on your journey. The link is down below to my website. You can also follow me on Instagram and on Facebook. That's at omcollectiveke. Yeah, I think those are all the announcements I have to give. And besides that, as always, I wish you all of the love and all of the light. Have a fantastic, fantastic month, Leo. I will see you in May, you know, to follow up on these energies. Bye.
Consistency, yeah, that's a master key. In my mind's I see, unlocks my legacy.